struggle with comparison. In fact, it's actually one of my biggest struggles. And even as I'm talking to you right now, I know that throughout the rest of this week, I'm still going to have some battles that I need to face. But here's what I feel like God has been revealing to me about comparison. Comparison distracts us from our purpose. In front of me, I have a strainer. Its purpose is to filter out any unnecessary liquids. But if I leave this strainer just sitting, it will continue to be surrounded by the very thing it was designed, purposed to get rid of. I feel like you and I are very similar to this strainer. Each one of us has a God-given specific purpose. But when we fall into the trap of comparison, we allow ourselves to get stuck, and we become surrounded by anger, bitterness, maybe even sadness. And rather than allowing God to flow through us and to remove these things from us, we remain stuck, surrounded by the very thing that maybe we were even designed and purposed to get rid of. The Bible puts it this way in 1 Corinthians 12:18 through 20. But in fact, God has placed the parts of the body, every one of them, just as He wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. If the foot decides it wants to bail out because it no longer wants to be a foot, the rest of the body is going to suffer for that. And vice versa, if the head starts to beat down or tear up the foot because it feels like its role is more important, the body is going to suffer for that. Each part was designed specifically and intricately by God for a purpose. You were designed specifically and intricately by God for a purpose. So, here's the main point. What if we stopped comparing and we started encouraging? I have a challenge for you. This week, I think that one of the best ways that we can keep the comparison monster at bay is to encourage and uplift one another. So, I want you to think of 3 people right now that you could encourage or speak life over or just say something nice about. And I want you to, now that you have those 3 people in your head, to tag them on your social media and come up with something kind and uplifting to say about them. And tag pursuing hope in it too. My friend, you are loved, you are valued, and you have purpose. You just have to keep pursuing hope.